Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Many thanks for having the floor. I would like to use my time in order to highlight the aspect, a special aspect of the democratic trends in Europe, which has some kind of historical background. First of all, I would like to congratulate Madame Mehmet for this report. This report has some really good aspect from point of view of women, and I think it's really important because all kind of discrimination against women should be condemned and should be stopped, and which is really important anymore is to ensure for women the fully participation in economic and political life. As well, because women are able to bring some more sensitiveness, some more flexibility in all of the items which should be dealt with anyhow in the field of demography. Of course, women are the masters of this issue because we, men, we are not able to give life a newborn. Okay. So that's why when we are talking about this issue, we have to concentrate on the fact that all the measures, all the provisions, all the things which is prepared or which is planned to change this dramatic tension, the changing dramatic direction in the demography of Europe is to highlight the positive role of women. That's why I was really glad to see the draft resolution, some really important provisions related to that. Anyhow, the special aspect, the other special aspect which I would like to mention is the population of some nations who suffered incredibly more than the other, for example, in the 20th century. Let me deliver the example of the Hungarians. You know, Mr. Karma mentioned just several minutes ago in the other report speech that 3.5 million Hungarians were ousted from the country just because of Trianon Treaty. They were forced to live under another country just from 1 minute to the other. And do you know how many Hungarians live on this same territory right after small 92 years? A little bit less than 3.5 million. What does it mean? That the Hungarians couldn't have this same opportunity to live as a normal national community. If you examine the other figures related to any other nations in Europe, I think you cannot find such kind of horrific data. So that's why it's really important to encourage Europe to get back to the roots of the original roots, which was also mentioned by Mr. Karma, the Christian roots. And I think that's why, first of all, we have to find a solution which prefers the tradition of Europe, and of course, together in cooperation with all immigrants or newcomers to Europe. But I think the most basic principle could be the rule of law and the democratic and Christian tradition of Europe. Thank you for your attention.
Merci.